Now I'm showing the overall process of article submission, how we can submit article to a reputed journal. Here, for example, we will discuss a step-by-step process of article submission to a Willy journal, for example. Okay, let's start. Here, to journal finder, for example, to show you the overall submission process practically, we can consider submission of our own paper to a journal. Here, the journal is Journal of Evaluation in Clinical Practice. Now, I will submit my own article to this journal step by step. Please look carefully. There are few options. There are few options in the website of the Journal of Evaluation in Clinical Practice. So we see submit an article option. By clicking the submit an article option, by clicking the submission article option, we need to log in by creating a new account. So after logging, as we will submit our article as an author, that's why we need to click this option, author option. By clicking here, we'll see the initial phase of article submission process. This is the very initial phase. Now we can click start submission or begin submission. By clicking here, we can see the first step. Where firstly, we have to select the journal article type. If our article is original paper, then we should click here. By clicking here, and after that, we can click Save and Continue option. By clicking Save and Continue option, then we'll have, we need to put a title of our article, a running headline, and abstract. So here, I put it the article of my the title of my article, a running headline of my article, and abstract of my article. After placing all of this information, then we need to upload all of the essential files, like main document, like other files, like cover letter, tables, figures, like this. So after uploading all of the essential documents, then we need to mention few keywords. Here I mentioned few keywords of my article. Then need to put author's detail. Here I mentioned all of the author's detail, like this is an author name, his email address, his institution. This is me as corresponding author. I mention my name, my email address, my affiliation, institution, then all of the authors. We need to put author name, his or her email address, and institution name and institutional address also. That means need to put the affiliation of each author. After mentioning all of the author's detail, then we need to suggest few reviewers. Here I suggested a reviewer name, his email address, his institution, department, and I also mentioned a comment why I suggested this reviewer to review the paper. Um, so then we need to by clicking the save and continue option, we need to upload a cover letter. We need to upload a cover letter. I place a cover letter. Then uh, this regarding funding, there is a statement. There is a statement uh, that is there funding? Is there funding to report for this submission? Please use add funder button below to add the name of all your funding sources. Whenever possible, please make use of the type a hit search feature to locate and select your funder from the predefined list. Above all, ensure that the information entered here exactly matches that included in your manuscript. Actually, if you perform any research project with funding, then you need to put detail. You need to mention detail of the funders. Okay. As for my paper, for my project, there were no uh, funding. That's why I click no option. Okay. So then we need to put the information related to our article, like number of the word, number of manuscript pages, number of tables. After placing all of the information, then uh, we have to agree with a few conditions like submission information, confirming the following. These are the statements. These are the statement we are bound to agree with this statement. That's why this statement, like confirm that the manuscript has been submitted solely to this journal and is not published in peers or submitted elsewhere. This is an actually ethical issue. That's why we are bound to agree with this statement. That's why we clicked here. Okay. So another condition is confirm that you have prepared your paper and files in accordance with the journal's style and format requirement. So we are bound to click here too. Conflict of interest. Do you or any of your co-authors have any conflict of interest? If yes, then you have to provide a statement. If there is no conflict of interest, then you can click no option. So as for my article, there is no conflict of interest. That's why I clicked no option. Okay. Previously submitted. This is another statement, previously submitted. That means like, has this manuscript previously been submitted via the submission website and received a revision decision, or been submitted outside of this website and is now being submitted after revision, or been submitted to this publication and being rejected? If any of the above is true, please answer yes. So for me, as I submitted my article previously to a few journals, so after that, we tried to enrich our article by considering all of the editor and reviewers' comments. So after that, I am going to submit our article to the journal. That's why I clicked yes option here. Okay. Then these are also conditions like author license agreement. Author license agreement, like confirm that all authors of this submission have understood the journal's license policy. Further information about the journal's license agreement and terms of use can be found in the journal's author guideline. So we are bound to 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 give a tick mark here. A special issue. Sometimes journal offer any special issue. So in that case, if your article, if you are not going to submit any article to the any special issue, in that case, you should mention it clearly. So for my case, as I am not submitting my article to be considered under any special issue, that's why I clicked no option. So here they mention, is this submission for a special issue? So I click no option, as I am not submitting for a special issue. I submitting for a regular issue. I'm submitting for regular issue. If yes, please select the special issue title. Okay. Okay. Please tick to confirm that ethical approval has been granted for this study. Okay. It is actually required for many research articles, sophisticated research article, clinical research. Okay. So for my case, as our article is an original research article, that's why we needed an ethical approval from a certain authority. So as I have ethical approval copy for my research project, that's why I clicked here. I click here. So this is mandatory actually. This is mandatory. Ethical approval confirmation is mandatory for any research article and clinical research. The remaining statement is, I understand that I am responsible for the cost associated with publishing the extra pages in JEB. Please contact the journal's editor office if you have any question about this. Okay. Oh, sometimes there are few limitations regarding publishing any extra page of color, extra color page. Actually, in that case, authors, authors need to pay extra charge. That's why any journal provided such a statement for authors. So, and authors are bound to agree with this statement. So I am also bound to agree with this statement. That's why I provide my agreement. Okay. After that, there is another statement. Would you like to make your research publicly available as a preprint or authoria? So, as I am not interested for publicly available as a reprint or authoria, that's why I marked no option. No, I don't want to participate. So after that, we can click submit and continue option. After clicking submit and continue option, then we'll have a final step. Actually, step 7 is a final step, review and submit. So in this step, we can review all of the documents that we have already uploaded, or all of the information that we have already mentioned. So after checking all of the informations and reading the proof version of the submitted manuscript, then we can click the submit option. After clicking the submit option, submit option, the submission process will be end. This is the end step of submission process. So After clicking submission option, the submission process is complete. Then journal will provide a confirmation email as we submit our article to Journal of Evaluation in Clinical Practice. That's why after completion of the submission process, the journal provided a confirmation email to us. This is a confirmation email. So this is a whole process of submission process. I tried to exhibit a whole submission process practically by submitting my own article to a Wiley journal. Wiley is a reputed publisher, so we can consider this submission process as a very standard process, because any standard journal from reputed publisher like Elsevier, Springer, Wiley, Nature, almost all of the reputed journals, submission process are like this same. So hopefully all of you have a proper understanding of submission process.